Are you tired of tackling your home maintenance issues alone? Say yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Always.
I am.
Let ARC Maintenance be your best and fairest when it comes to your home or office's maintenance needs. Whoa.
Whoa.
From plumbing to tiling, flooring to electrical, and everything in between, ARC Maintenance is your go-to team for all of your general maintenance needs. Give me a woo.
Woo.
With a winning record of satisfied customers all over Adelaide, we're ready to kick goals for you. Don't get caught holding the ball. Call ARC Maintenance today and let us handle the heavy lifting. Remember, when it comes to home maintenance, ARC Maintenance always goes for the mark. Even though it's my dad and he does mark very well. Call Tony and the team at ARC Maintenance on 0425 566 755 to get those maintenance needs sorted.
I'm Ned McHenry and you're listening to the Crowject.
Knight. Oh, Texan. Look at this man. Got it on the wing. Take on the space tank and ignore Jerker for Christ's sake. Takes to land. Look at the square. Man, he's genius.
What a supermarket gill! To the wet weather, he's taken a screamer.
He's been shot out 51, kicks from 45, it starts right, but it's coming back.
All right, a big thank you to our sponsors in Nathaniel's Coffee and Panini, Trojan Aluminium and ARC General Maintenance. This is the Crowject podcast. And now my name's Peter and we've got a huge episode coming ahead of us as well. We've got all things from our practice match, including an interview of one of the players, all things SANFL, injury news, Benny and the bets and plenty more. We've also got our prediction pod that'll be coming after this episode too, so hang around for that one as well. But also a big thank you to our amazing patrons. Now, it's not just me here, and like I said, my name's Peter. We've also got Soph. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Ben, how are you, buddy?
Good, mate. How are you?
I am livid. Jade.
Hi, Peter. How are you?
After that, pre-roll and all things Uber pool. I'm never catching an Uber pool again, but I'm ecstatic.
If it saves you $10, do it. That's 5 frozen Cokes.
Yeah. Or you can sign up to our Patreon, patreon.com/Crowject. And also, we have in the Lotion Dungeon as well, or slash producer and fact checker as well. We've got Ray off camera. Ray, how are you, buddy?
I'm very well over here. I'm doing a lot of research early.
What's he doing, Jade?
He's looking up something, and one of the options is Caribbean shower fantasy. So
Oh, God.
I hope no one's looking at the history on this computer because
I'm trying to find a cool name for this producer position over here.
Okay, go to ChatGPT for that one. So we're going to go through all things in regards to our practice match as well. Benny Mac, what happened there?
We won by 67 points at Richmond Oval on Saturday afternoon. Final scores being 17-15, 111 to 7-8-50. 4 goals to Rankin, 3 to
Can you
Rochelle.
read, bro?
It's a 7, man.
It's 117, not 111.
That's okay.
Where did I get that
We're
from?
2 away from the golden number.
We sure were.
Anyway, 8 goals to Rankin, 4 goals to Rankin, 3 to Rochelle, 2 to Walker, Murphy and Berry, and Shoal, Pedler, Keys and Dawson kicked 1.
Instead of
Just
2.
read correctly. Run sheet, we're going well here.
Thank you for listening, everyone.
So, yeah, just a dominant display from start to end, really. Put the Q in the rack a little bit in the last quarter, and it was a bit of a dull last quarter, to be perfectly honest, but did what was needed, got through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
And there was a bit of an interview that happened afterwards, Jade and Soph, wasn't there?
There was.
Yeah.
It was very chaotic, but we got to have a chat with Ned McHenry after, which was nice. He's a very good lad. I think he enjoyed my compliments, calling him an expert fisherman.
He is.
He's just passionate, he says, but I say, mate,
Yeah.
you're an expert. But yeah, no, so that was very cool. He's a nice guy. So we'll play that at the end of this podcast, I'm guessing.
We sure
Or right now, who knows? Just
listen,
slot it in
listen
somewhere.
to the end.
Just, okay.
Please,
the end.
please listen.
please hang around. Or you can just skip and listen to the end part if you really want to.
don't
Right,
do
okay.
So we've got here about who impressed. Now, Ben, you read through some of the goal kickers as well in no uncertain terms as well. But who else impressed for you guys?
For me, I had listed Rob. I think his work around the ground was very impressive. I was actually talking about it last week and saying that I think a lot of people expect that from him based on his 21-22 season. So it's good to see him back doing that. He's definitely benefiting from the new ruck rules as well. So that's always Always good to see him fit and firing. He was also very quick around the ground. I was watching him do a little bit of running. His kicking doesn't look as bad as it did.
Bro was roving his own
previously.
taps and getting the
He
clearances. He was everywhere.
He was impressive. I'm very pleased by Rob. I hope he keeps that up.
He had 13 kicks as well.
Jeez.
I was just like, damn, Rob.
I'm impressed. Rob, you've done it again.
Right.
Just quickly from the producers bench, Riley O'Brien, 22 disposals, 13 kicks, as Soph said, 9 hand passes, 6 marks, 1 tackle, 34 hitouts, 8 clearances.
Wow.
Damn.
That's a lot of clearances.
That's impressive. He played a good game, I thought, so hopefully he can keep that up leading into the start of the season. I also had Ranks, Rochelle, forward line was still looking very good, I thought. Fast, quick, effective, love to see it. And last I had Berry. I think he was a notable standout. And I'll be interested to see if he can fit into the round 1 lineup.
Interesting on Rankin as well. Got his 4 goals and 18 touches in only 59% game time.
That is impressive. He just finds the ball so easily.
Yeah.
So easily. It just comes to him. It's like a gravitation.
Come on, ball. So,
I also had Crouch. He had 100% disposal efficiency, 9 kicks, 14 handballs, 10 contested possessions, 6 clearances, 4 inside 50s. I just felt like he might be getting back to some of his better form, which is good to see.
back to his
Did he play
2017
limited
form?
minutes as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah, he played limited minutes in the second half, I think.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah, that's really good. That's really good. So it's interesting to see both Crouch and Berry playing quite well.
Yes.
Who's going to fit in that slot in round 1? Can they both play? I really don't know. I'm not sure. It's going to be interesting to see. I don't really see anyone else getting pushed out based on who played
Yeah.
on the weekend. So come round 1, can we fit both of them in? They both play pretty similar roles. I guess Bez is probably a little bit more hard at the ball,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
That bump that he had on, I can't remember which player he bumped.
Kelly.
But
Kelly,
yeah,
yeah.
that was awesome.
Yeah.
Beautiful
It was
hand
what-
pass receive from Fog too, by
Oh,
the
yeah.
way.
That whole passage of play from the minute it left the centre was just fantastic.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Very good.
I feel like the only way he gets in the side is if you push Laird back to halfback, and I just don't see that happening. Because a midfield of Laird, Crouch, and Berry, it's just too slow.
I'm interested to see what's going to happen.
I mean, they did throw, we saw Rankin go in the middle a lot more. Saligo when he came on near the end as well. And I reckon they'll cycle through some of those younger ones to give us a bit more speed through the middle too.
Yeah, I think we'll see the cycle a lot more this year, the rotation of those 3 kind of forward mid players. So that'll be good.
Yeah.
Good for speed.
Team speed kills.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. So,
Indeed. What else did I have? When Ned and Saligo obviously only came on for the last 2 quarters, but I thought that they did a few nice things. They had a decent impact. Ned had 5 inside 50s, which isn't too bad for only a couple quarters of footy. Saligo 4 tackles and 4 score involvements, but I definitely noticed when they came on the ground, I think they provided a bit of run.
Yeah.
So whether do we still have the sub rule this season?
Yes.
That
Who the
hasn't
fuck
changed.
knows?
Hasn't
So whether
changed.
those two
I
may
think the only change is that they're naming the sub on Thursday nights
okay,
rather
yeah.
than before game.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
you can't just swapsies.
Well, look, I don't know if you can, but I think they're allowed to name the sub on Thursday nights. I don't know if it's a whether they choose to or whatnot, but I think you'll see most teams name the sub
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
Thursday nights. But
So we've got to hear about Rankin is he primed for an All-Australian year? 4 goals and 18 touches in only just over half game time. Thoughts about that one?
I think he is. If he can, he's going to be rolling through the midfield if he's still kicking 2 to 3 goals a game, getting 20 odd touches. It's invaluable.
Good to see 23 running through them.
Beautiful.
Anyway, tech seems to still be Tex. I mean, who knew? I don't think it's changed. But
Thanks for clarifying.
yeah, thank you, Ben.
Look, he wasn't going through an identity crisis, but as a 34-year-old or whatever he is now, there was a bit of worry that he might be slowing down, but he was still ragdolling his defenders. He kicked 3-2, but was very involved around the ground and setting up other goals. So
some good marks, some good body on body work. So, yeah, I think he's going to play most rounds to start the season now that Thorpe's out. I think there was that question there that could he rest a little bit, but I don't see him doing that now that Filth is out for, I don't know.
An unknown amount of time.
We'll get to that soon because that was devastating news that came through today, but at least he's not out for the season, but we'll get to that soon.
Yes.
So we've talked about anyone making a late push or round one selection. So let's go through some of these. We just got a bit of a list here. So Jordan Butts pushing for round one.
Yeah, should play.
I think he's helping with the defensive structure, having him back in. It's allowing Max and Hinge and those sort of players to maybe play their role a bit better now that he is back to sort of take those sort of forwards.
Yeah. Yeah, we're still pretty slim down there, so I don't see us leaving Butts out if he's fit.
It'd be interesting to know, how that foot felt after that run. So
yeah. So I reckon, I think Butts is a must in as long as he's fit.
Foot.
Same with Miller.
Yeah, Miller as well. Saligo as well, returning to the squad too. He had an injury in the off season from memory.
Ankle injury.
Yeah, that's right.
It was going to rub him out for the whole season, mate.
Oh, yeah. So we also had Smith, Crouch, and Dawson on restricted minutes in the second half. I think Smith came off end of the third, or was it the end of half time?
Smith, Crouch, and Dawson were on restricted minutes in the second half, and Saligo and Ned came on.
Yeah, and I just want to go back to a point about Rankin's goal that he kicked from the northern end,
the one into the wind.
Yeah, perfect camera angle.
Yep.
She'd eat your heart out. You ain't got nothing on that. Actually, it was for a grand final.
But ours was for a pre-season game.
So
Richmond, baby.
Yeah, and at the MCG, was there a gum tree in the background? No. What can you do? But it was beautiful. It was a thing of beauty as well. The other thing as well, Harley Reid, who apparently already has offers to go back to Victoria despite not playing an actual AFL game. I mean, he's played a pre-season game, but I thought he did all right. If we're just going to talk about the opposition, it's not much to sort of pick up on. But
for his first proper hit out, I thought he was good. Given a bit of attention by Laddie and a few of the other midfielders in there, and put Laddie on his ass actually after a little bit. But we don't talk about that.
You know what else I've just realised? We won the pre-season again.
I was about to say that.
Back to back.
So producer Ray.
Get that tap fixed up, mate.
Tap fixed up. Just quickly on Harley Reid, 1 behind, 20 disposals, 3 tackles, 5 clearances. Not bad for the kid, but 73% game time, 350 metres gained. As you said, not bad.
Not bad. Good. Thank you, Ray. And back to the lotion. So, do we have thoughts from the listeners on the game as well, feedback as well? So don't forget to go to our socials, all things at Crowject, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, platform formerly known as Twitter, Blue Sky, I don't know. Who do we have first?
I can shoot away.
Shoot away,
right. On Twitter, we got James Payne. He was also at the game. It was good to see him.
Yeah.
He said solid enough hit out. Rankin was great. Pleasantly surprised by Bears. Fogg wasn't great though. Hopefully that's out of his system for the season proper. And that's a great point because I think Fogg hasn't had the best showing in these preseason games and trials. And now with Filthy being out, hopefully we will see him pick up to that next level. I think this year, I don't know whether it's make or break, but I think we need to see something big from Fogg, or otherwise I'm starting to get a little bit concerned there.
Yeah.
He has so much potential. I'm not sure what it is, but
he turns 25 this year, so he should be in his prime.
25.
Damn.
God, I remember when he debuted. Round 1 2018 game against Essendon. Shit the bed.
Wow, I cannot believe he's been in the side for that long. Shit.
God.
Yeah, okay, it's make or break.
Yeah, and can I just say, fuck, he's hot. Anyway, Jade, continue.
And then we've got Jackson Williams saying, Rob looking, dare I say, a tad nimble this year, which we were in agreement. And
Robbie Rob.
D. McCann, 65, said, the new ruck rule is certainly helping his ruck craft, which we were in agreement with as well. And then we have and _Roo_Pia. Andrew PR, I'm guessing. Bit of a nothing game, really. Did what was needed. Hard to judge off that besides ticking the box. The real deal starts in a fortnight. That's pretty much all we had from Twitter.
We have a couple from Facebook. We have Helena Kirk, who says, good workout for the boys. Couldn't watch the game, but 15 points. Need to kick a bit straighter. Hopefully Riley will be okay. There was a gale force wind blowing at Richmond Oval. I don't hold anything against them.
It was pretty breezy. And to be fair, when the game started, it really wasn't that windy. It was like that stark heat. And then that wind was...
It was so bad. My earring blew out of my ear standing on the hill.
I was just laughing at Jade's impersonation of the wind.
That's what it sounded like to us.
It was intense. I was like, oh my gosh, my earring's just blown out of my ear.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was it doing in there? Anyway.
Where it was meant to be.
Ben, please.
We also have Darwood Tuckwell, who says, well done, Adelaide. Will Riley Thilthorpe be all right for round 1? And we'll touch on that momentarily. And that was all from Facebook.
And on Instagram, we had a few responses to our story. We had Giggity Gov saying, looking sharp, sharing the scores around, although when in range, shoot. Jason Ling 95, Rankin is in for a huge year. Mini Tim 89, very good game. And Aiden Weekly, Rob for All-Australian Ruck, seemed to be more confident in kicking the ball himself.
He did.
Yeah.
He was looking for the handball a little bit less, which was good.
Yeah. Good to see.
Yeah, we've got a couple of other comments too that I just found just then from the main post as well. Sorry, I forgot to screenshot and send it through. Sorry. We got It's Michael Lewis. He says, can't see Crom dropping from first, to be honest.
Hard to.
I mean, especially right now. Cooper Beast 14 said, go Crom. Very thoughtful. Thank you. Cooper Beast 14. We also had a voicemail as well. So if at any point, it doesn't have to be after the game. It can be any time. It can be like at 2 a.m. you can't sleep. And you have some sort of heat dream about going on a training camp with Virgo and Fog. Listen to our Patreon pre-rolls or patreon.com/Crowject. You can call us. Yes, you right there. 82465498. And just blaze away.
I would love to get some halftime calls or something during the year. Could you imagine just like hearing them? In the background?
Fucking, I'm sick of it. And then, the guy, never in doubt, boys. Oh, I'll tell you what, we all chipped in. We done great, mate. Oh.
Yeah.
And it's the same number.
Get it done. Get it done.
So, Ben, we had one caller and take it away.
Bloody good game for the lads today. Down for Victoria, still enjoy the lads. I know it's West Coast, but that ball movement, absolutely stunning. We love it. And I hope we can carry that for the season. At least we're kicking straight this year.
Thank you, caller. That was great. Next time, introduce yourself.
Anonymous.
Do you know, I've tried to create an intro for that voice thing, and it won't let me record it. It just goes blank. So shout out to you, Crazy Toe. $4 a month, not really doing much. Anyway, Ray.
Is 17-15 straight?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Not really. It's a better percentage of goals to points.
As I say, it was very, very windy.
Yeah.
But
P's get degrees. Or wins. I don't know. Anyway, there was an SANFL game as well, a trial at Footy Park, or the oval that is now Footy Park and surrounded by brick veneer houses. Ben.
Yes, Footy Park Development Oval Park, Amy Stadium, not anymore, hosted a trial game between the Crows and Westies, in which we ran out winners 13-14-92 to 8-9-57. 3 goals to Braden Cook, 2 to Smithson, 1 to Murray, Daniil, Coleman, Edwards, Dowling, Gallant, Taylor and Davis. And by all reports, Zach Taylor was elite in the midfield.
Good to know.
We had our spotters at the ground.
We did.
Not really.
Thank you to AFC Media.
But, it's all happening this year. So we have to talk about, not necessarily the elephant in the room, but the news that came out today that Darwood Tuckwell mentioned before. Filthy had his injury, which quite innocuous in the fourth quarter. But I remember he went down and everyone thought it could be a cramp. I remember it was mentioned on the broadcast as well, but there wasn't the usual sort of grab of trying to pull on the muscle itself, that sort of thing. Pull on the muscle, that's the title of the pod. But so innocuous. Then went down to the rooms, and news coming out today, he had that doorstop interview at the front of Calvary, Adelaide, which is always awkward. Like, what are you going to know? If you just come out of a radiology department, you just had an x-ray, they're not going to tell you anything.
No.
They're just going to say, here's the gap, pay, go away.
Yeah.
Like, you get interviewed after that. Like, what are you going to say? Oh, yeah, you just got to wait and see. You know, it's like sort of poor Ryan.
I'll put my trust in the professionals, and we'll be back when we'll be back.
It's a 4-quarter effort to all the radiologists and radiographers out there. The gowns were really fluffy. Jade, thoughts on the injury?
Very sad. Very, very sad. I think it always sucks to see someone get hurt it sucks to see someone get hurt anytime, but in the preseason, especially in the fourth quarter. And
it was so innocuous as well, wasn't it? It was he just sort of landed awkwardly.
And just last week I was saying, it's going to be Riley Thilthorpe's breakout season. His stocks are rising.
He just started proving himself.
I know.
And we could tell that he was having major improvements already through the preseason.
And he was looking good in that photo too.
But you know what? I think he'll come back bigger and better.
Yep.
He's just such a lovely guy. Couldn't happen to a nicer person, you know. Anyway, hopefully the surgery goes well. He has a quick recovery and he can get back on the field sooner rather than later. And, you know, at the moment it's a little bit wishy-washy as to how much time he will actually need off. I think they're saying that, you know, at worst it could be quite a big chunk of the season, but it's at least 4 weeks, which it'd be more than that. But at least the first 4 weeks of the season.
He's going to miss a third of the season, I reckon, 4 to 8 weeks, unfortunately.
Yeah, so the actual injury is a torn meniscus. Don't know exactly how severe it is. And the procedure is still to be determined. So a full repair, worst case scenario, we'll see a big chunk of the season. But if it's only a small tear, it's just the first month. So see how
Fingers crossed for him.
Do we think it was the West Coast defender that he was having a go at that put a curse on him or something?
Oh my gosh, he did not let up at that guy.
Yeah, he went through Ben Keys, I think. There was a stage in the third.
I can't remember which West Coast defender it was. It was a blonde one.
That doesn't know.
Might have been Rhett Bazzo, I think.
I don't know.
But anyway, for so the moment it happened and they reset themselves for the bounce, Filthy was in the goal square with him. And the whole time we can just see him. He's just there with his arms out why would you do that? Why? And it went on for 5 minutes. The ball had already been bounced and he still had his hands out talking to him. And just let him go.
Texas get in there was so funny.
Yeah, getting into McGovern, you tapped him on the bar. He was come on, mate.
McGovern. So funny.
Now, Ray.
Just a question to the group. With Riley going down and the dragon,
Unicorn,
been training down back all off season, how badly does this affect our forward line / ruck structure going forward?
I think Burgess comes in and it's okay because he can pitch hit in the ruck. And can obviously play forward, leading goal kicker in the VFL the last 2 years. So I think it's all right. He's not a Riley Thilthorpe type yet, but enough to cover.
Yeah, I'm hoping he'll come in and go well, and hopefully we can just patch up that spot. Riley is a big loss, I think, based on what we've seen so far, but hopefully we can just patch it up and similar to what we're able to do in our defence last year, is just fill the hole and keep on moving. No need.
Interesting, just noting as well. Did Burgess play in that trial?
No,
he didn't.
Well, not in the. Yeah,
he didn't kick a goal. If he did,
didn't he come on at the end? Heard that in the broadcast.
Did he?
Although it's good to know the Fox Footy people were right there.
He's not on. He wasn't on the stats sheet.
He didn't play.
Yeah, he didn't play in the AFL one, but I don't know if he played in the SANFL one.
Getting the shake of the head from the producer.
Good point.
In the lotion pit. Sorry. But yeah, we'll wait and see. We're obviously recording on a Monday night, so hopefully more news will come out about that. And prayer circle up, please. If you want to join the Patreon prayer circle as well, that's our Facebook Messenger chat, patreon.com/Crowject, if you want for that. Yeah. Now, there were 5 new life memberships awarded during the week. Sophie.
There sure were. So we have congratulations to Matt Crouch, Matthew Wright, Matthew Clark, in brackets, gee, that is a lot of maths. Phil Harper, who has done a plethora of roles at the club, and Mark Nagel, who's been the physio for 21 years at the club.
Yeah, so I'm just going to say it. I was in attendance. I was going to say special guest on behalf of Rainbow Crows, who were sponsoring again this year as well. So I was there with Brendan, one of our patrons as well, and it was actually hearing especially Phil Harper's very impassioned speech. He spoke at length, and I think it was really showed his passion for the club. Also, Mark as well, who's been the physio for 21 years. I know his brother Sean, who's a nurse I used to work with too. Honestly, salt of the earth people, and they're great. And Matty Wright went up with his son. Well, I assume it's his son.
Grandson.
Yeah.
The grandfather of the Sandville.
But genuinely, like, amazing people and a very well-run night as well, I must say. So, yeah, congratulations to all there. It was a great season launch as well. You're not going to believe it. Everyone's had a great pre-season.
They're all flying.
Well,
Oh, my gosh.
Riley now, but...
Too soon.
Yeah, too soon. But, yeah, it was good to see the players there too, and it was a great night. And shout out to the club as well for doing a brilliant job there. Now, AFLW numbers have been announced. Jade, what do we got?
Yes, Peter.
Yes, hello.
The AFLW numbers have been announced.
I just said that.
Yes, and this is the one section I said, please don't give me this because I don't know how to pronounce the first name and I feel terrible that I don't know how to pronounce it, but thanks for that, Peter.
Brooke Beaulieu.
Brooke Beaulieu is wearing number 3. Tamara Henry, number 20. Lily Tarlington, number 21. Amy Boyle-Carr, 24. And Hannah Munyard has gone from number 20 to number 6.
Fantastic. I'm really sorry. I forgot about that bit where you said don't give me but congrats to those players and look forward to seeing them later in the year in the AFL Women's as well.
One more piece of news that has
Absolutely.
come out very recently. Apparently, we have expressed interest in Melbourne's Tom Sparrow, who has put off his contract talks until the end of the year. Now, he's still probably pretty likely to sign with Melbourne, given Angus Brayshaw's recent departure from the Melbourne defence. But, you know, Melbourne's culture is fantastic and everything, and who would want to leave at the moment? So we'll see how we go with that one. But we've expressed interest in Tom Sparrow, obviously Harrison Petty as well. So
That's going to be an interesting one because I feel like Melbourne's asking price or want for him will be quite high.
it'll be high.
I'm not
He's only
sure.
23. So
Yeah, and I think he's quite underrated. Like, there's a lot of hype around him from Demon supporters. A lot of them say that they think he's the future captain of the club. I've seen that a lot on Twitter. So I know it's Twitter, but, you know, stuff like that you can normally trust. So, yeah, I'll be interested to see where that goes.
it's interesting. I hear the name Tom Sparrow, and I feel like he's been in the league for like 15 years.
I know, right?
Legit.
Yeah. But no, he seems like a good lad. So I wouldn't be mad if we tried that. I like that we seem to be, you know, getting in early as well.
Putting the feelers out.
Yeah, and actually attempting and making a decent crack at players like that could, they have A-list potential really. So love to see it from the Crows.
You can bet on it
No.
that we're going to go after Melbourne players.
Yes. All of them. Take their whole entire list.
That could have been a great segue.
Beautiful
into the next segment.
Oh,
Damn it.
Oh, I thought it was, but okay.
It was a pregnant pause. Speaking of pregnancy, listen to our Patreon pre-roll as well. Patreon.com/Crowject. There is a story there, including things about meats, cocktails, shat pants, Sophie's dreams about Burjo and Fog, Ray's Costanza, and surrogacy. Please.
Good time.
It's a plethora of topics.
what a week in the life, seriously.
What a plethora. And now I want to give a big and special thank you to our amazing patrons as well. We've got our $10 and above list of our amazing patrons too. So we just go through some of these. And if I get the right list up, that would be fantastic. And I've got it wrong. Anyway, that's the sort of thing you sign up for. But at the same time, we have here Jenny McArdle, the real Hilf, Jordan Marnie, Jess Cook, Dave Carnivale, Jake Bocko, Sophie Damon. Hello, Sophie.
Hello.
Drew Corner, Sam Curtis, Sean Marie Davies, Brendan McGarrigan, James Payne, Simone McDonald, Jezza Withers, Radicus USM. Who is Radicus as well? That's Paul.
Yes.
Special shout out to Paul Clennett as well. I'm really sorry I missed him last time. Paul, I love the young ones too.
Shame on you, Peter.
Vivian, where did you get that howitzer? Matt Roylands and Neil Roylands. And we've got some new patrons as well very quickly. Ooh, she says. Ooh, I took a screenshot before. We have Charlie Guthrie. Thank you for signing up. Pele Biancardi at PKB Painting Adelaide. Free plug for you. And also Jackson Bushenshut. I really hope I said that right, buddy. We're just gonna
Buzz and shut, I would say.
Yeah, we're just going to go with
Buzz and shut
Jackson.
too.
Buzz and shut. One of those three. Thank you, sir.
Hopefully.
But there's plenty that we can get on Patreon, isn't there, Ben? What
There is.
can we get? There's a plethora.
Yes, you can get your crow on. You can have a whole range of interviews from the past, which may not have gone up on Spotify yet.
Yeah, that's true.
We have also got our pre-rolls in which we speak about an array of different topics which we've discussed so far.
Array.
Yeah, array.
Array.
We always talk about
he's,
array.
he's drowning in lotion at present.
So head to patreon.com/Crowject for that.
Yeah. And don't forget name a game as well. You just name a game. I mean, and we'll put it up for you. No, you just name it. We'll be
name
like,
a game.
God, that was a great
Special feature.
Yes. Now, we also have our predictions pod that's coming up soon. There's going to be some big calls coming in. If you've been following our socials as well, we have plenty happening there too. But we have our Ned interview that's coming very soon as well, at the end of this one as well. But I just want to say thank you so much for that. And also thank you to Lauren from Here We Crow for letting us borrow her mic as well. Big shout out there. So there was so much to go through, Ben. But of course, Ray, what have we learnt?
Well, I'm probably not the best person for this because I've got sidetracked. I've been thinking of names for this role. So I've got a couple before I go on from what I've learnt from what you guys are talking about. I've got a handful of names here that I've come up for this position the season going forward. So first one I come up with is this is the glory hole. It could be the Veronica Mars because you're researching, you're investigating. The Ringmaster.
Oh, that's perfect for you.
The hang on.
What?
The Factubator. Sky Daddy.
Sky Daddy. I like that.
The pre-bunker. And the arsehole.
The arsehole? Vale the bunker. Thanks for the cash and thanks for shutting on us back in 2019. Great times.
Here's what I've learnt. At the start of the pod, Jade admitted that she only likes endings. She told us to skip right through to the ending.
Yeah, true.
Sophie wants to feel people's feet. She didn't know what the feet felt like.
Hello. That doesn't tie into you.
I don't remember saying anything.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Go back and listen.
All right.
During the feedback from the listeners segment, Jade's system rebooted when she went.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, go back and listen to
That was
that.
just one of my brain cells regenerating from the weekend.
Just the one? Just the one?
Yeah.
Man, everything's running through that one brain cell.
Peter was thinking about what P's do at uni because he said P's get degrees.
Oh, yeah, true.
Then I got a bit sidetracked and I was thinking about what the kid from Mad Magazine looks like now.
What was the name of that kid? Crap. I remember his name.
And then Jade wants the boys to come in, go well, and fill the holes.
Hell yeah. And that's the title of the pod as well. Pull your muscle and filling holes.
I think I need to stop talking.
That's awkward for an audio medium. Head over to our YouTube as well and you can watch all the shenanigans of us looking awkwardly off camera while a man in lotion just talks calmly towards us, dripping for us as well. And a big shout out to our sponsors as well, at Nathaniel's Coffee and Panini, Trojan Aluminium and ARC General Maintenance too. But anything else for us to add? I think there is one little thing. They're going to be announcing the member elected director position at the AGM that is happening
Tomorrow night.
tomorrow night as well.
Yep.
The AGM for the Adelaide Football Club, always a riveting experience. Don't do it. You know what? Flag that. Not me. But real quick, Ray, thank you so much for
No,
being
thank
in the
you.
lotion pit. Jade,
Thank you, Peter.
Ben
Thank you.
and Sophie.
Thank you.
So listening to our prediction pod that's coming up right now. My name's Peter. Go Crom.
Go
Crom.
Go, Crom.
Perfect. We're away from the Black Eyed Peas a little bit now.
we got
So we're Jade and Sophie from the Crowject. It's good to have you on here. We're joined by Ned McHenry,
Thank you. Thanks for
the
having
fishing
me.
expert.
Yeah.
We keep up to date with
I'm not
it.
about expert, but I'm certainly passionate.
No,
So
no, we love it. We love it. So great game today. Good to get a win. In the pre-season. Breezy conditions to start. For the whole game really, and a lot of heat to start with. How'd you find it out there?
Yeah, I only played the second half. That was obviously planned coming in. So the game probably opened up a little bit in the second half, but as you said, it was a bit breezy. So it was messy at times, but we were happy. We're happy with the way we played for the majority of the afternoon. So it's good.
That's awesome. So you've just had a big pre-season coming into 2024. What's been the main focus for the playing group to reach a full potential this year?
Probably just the way we defend. We want to limit the way opposition teams score against us. We know we can, powerfully score. We can kick 100 points a game, but it's about restricting the opposition a little bit to, a small score. So that's been our focus. Defense.
Absolutely. Awesome. We've got the new Clash Guernsey this year, which I love. We've got it on at the moment.
Cracker, isn't it?
I love it. Awesome. We love the old school throwback.
Bit retro. I love it.
It is,
Good
yes,
jersey.
we do love it. Yes. Do you have a favourite past or present Guernsey?
Yeah, well, that one is a good one. I reckon it's way better than that boring hoops one we had before.
Yes,
so
yes.
all the boys are really excited. The gather round jersey we had last year is a really cool one too.
So awesome. Yeah. I do love the red away one.
Oh, yeah,
I thought that was nice.
that's
And the
cool
yellow.
too.
Good to change it up a bit.
Definitely, we're loving it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you have a favourite Crow of all time?
Ooh, probably Tex Walker.
Yeah.
I think the
love
most
that.
goals in history, and I'm just lucky I get to play with him sometimes and
Yeah.
hang out with him too. So pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome. We love it. What's your favourite ground to play at? And if it's Adelaide Oval, then what's your favourite interstate one?
My favourite over to play is the MCG.
Yeah.
It's a really big ground, and for someone like me, running's kind of my strength. So the game's usually quite free flowing. There's a lot of space there, so I love playing on the G. But obviously Adelaide Oval too with the crowds and the winds there. So
Yeah, that's awesome. And what's your favourite time slot to play? We've got a lot of night games this year. Last year we had a few more afternoon games and stuff like that. But what's your favourite?
Earlier the better. Earlier
Yeah,
the better.
really?
Yeah. Get it over and done with. Otherwise, I'll muck around too much and lose too much energy fanging
Yeah.
around all day. So get it done, so then I'll maximise the energy.
Yeah, no, very fair, very fair. And then I'm just going to chuck over to Sophie. We've got our fast 5 questions that we've come up with.
All right.
So I
Are
will
these going to
give it a
test
take.
me, or are they going to be a bit...
No, we try and stick to as many non-footy, just a bit of fun,
Yep.
of fun with these
Yep,
ones.
no,
Yeah.
yep.
Do you want to hold that?
What's your go-to karaoke song?
Shallow by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper.
Nice.
That's a great shout.
Love
Do
it.
it or just by yourself?
If I can get Darcy Fogarty involved,
Yeah.
Even better. If the power's out, what's your go-to board game?
no board game.
No board games?
I'd rather sit in silence in the dark.
Really?
Hate board games. Strongly against board games. Sorry.
Oh. Which player would you
You
most
wouldn't be able to see
likely...
the board game anyway.
Well,
It's too
that's
dark.
true,
How
but
would you play?
candles.
Oh, yeah.
Trick question.
Yeah.
Which player would be most likely to hit an NBA half-court shot?
Oh. Who's the best shooter at the club? Lockie Scholl. Lockie Scholl's actually a really good shooter.
Do you have a hidden talent?
Good fisherman. That's not really a hidden
The expert, remember the expert.
Yeah, true, you did say that. No, I kind of, I talk about that a lot, so maybe it's not that hidden. Not many hidden ones. I talk too much, so everyone finds out.
And finally, which player would you want to MC your wedding?
Oh, Riley O'Brien. Yeah, Riley O'Brien. People call him Siri because he doesn't stop talking.
Oh, really?
Or Dennis Committee because he just commentates everything. So he'd be awesome. Yeah.
Very nice. And one final one. Fishing, farming and footy is like the holy trinity of
I know,
Ned.
the 3 Fs.
3
Yep.
Fs. Is there another one? Are you going to go into firefighting or fencing or
Another F. Well,
Yeah.
what else is there? I don't know.
firefighting,
Yeah.
fencing?
Well, fencing. We do some fencing on the farm, so we might be able to include that, but it's not quite as fun. Leave it with me. 2024, I'll try and find another hobby.
Beautiful. We'll come back this time next year.
Love it. We'll check in then.
Can we just get I'm Ned McHenry and you're listening to the Crowject?
Yeah. I'm Ned McHenry and you're listening to the Crowject.
Perfect. Thank you
Thanks
so
so
much.
much. Thank you very much.